That media release that I referred to from the Retailers Association was put out under the authority of their boss, Scott Driscoll, who's fronted up to have a yarn about it. G'day, mate.
How are you, Smithy?
Well, thanks, Scott. By geez, them's fighting words. Industrial terrorism by militant unions, you say.
Mate, I thought we were beyond these days of unions coming out with these sorts of threats. Quite frankly, this is harking back to, we're going to see people at the bottom of the river. I mean, this is going to be catastrophic for Queensland business, for Queensland commuters, and right across the board if they carry this sort of threat out. And the government, really needs to take a good hard look at itself for letting it get to this level.
What do you think of the Minister McKell's response?
Look, well, this is the bloke who's delivered us the situation where at the moment we've got the axe hanging over our head that Monday and Wednesday next week we might be without trains. So I think the Minister's response, if that's what he's delivering the people of Queensland, it's just not good enough.
Boy, geez, your last paragraph, mate, has got red danger flags all over it. In your press release, you say the government should prepare to send in strike-breaking drivers onto the trains if necessary, not just sit back and let the threats become reality.
Absolutely, mate. I mean, this is fair income stuff. This is the livelihoods of retailers, but not only retailers. I mean, let's look at the entire business community in Queensland being held to ransom. These guys, let's put it in perspective. I heard a little bit of the lady just before talking about her son.
Yep.
We're talking about a 24% pay claim, as I understand it, and they're being asked to lose a couple of days in a month to work a little bit harder. I think most people in the community, if you're after a 24% pay increase, you're going to expect to have to do something for it.
You're confident that's the number?
That's what's been reported on a number of the pieces that I've seen put out.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean that's I think that was the last ABC update that I looked at.
I think we've got to get the Minister and the union on to confirm that. As far as you're concerned, Scott, it's a 24% pay increase, and in return for that, there'll be an increase in the number of Sundays that they have to work.
Yeah, that's right. And the reality is, though, I mean, whatever the percentage, it's very, very high. 24% is what I've heard. And we don't want to see government sitting back saying, look, our hands are tied, we can't make them go to work, but, we can't broker a solution either. They really, seriously, mate, have to be ready to send in someone to keep those trains moving, if that's as incompetent an industrial negotiator that they are.
Scott, one thing I like about you say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you fronted up to back it up. Thanks a lot.
No worries, mate.
Ta-ta, mate. All the best. Scott Driscoll, he represents assiduously the interests of retailers, and there's a lot of them. We'll give John McKell the opportunity to just let us know what the latest is on the train strike. You've got to take a fair bit out of what Scott says. The idea of the city shutting down, no people coming in, a total train strike for a couple of days, gee whiz, that's got huge knock-on effects. 18 to 5, this is 4BC.